What's up, monster truck fans? Here's another segment of Monkey Wrench coming to you here tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about brakes on monster trucks. How do they work? What's the design? Where are the brakes? As you can see here on the Monkey Business truck, we run a pinion brake. All monster trucks run pinion brake setup. Why do they run pinion brake? Because we utilize the gear reduction in the rear axles to stop the trucks. When you stop this pinion, it literally locks up the entire driveline, utilizes the gear ratio in here, utilize the gear ratio in the planetary to stop these trucks. So we're going to go in a little bit more detail. I'm going to show you some more product here on how it works. We're going to break it down and show you how things work. All right, so if you're going to talk about brakes, we got to go back to the beginning. Where does the brake start? Well, it all starts right here in your master cylinders and your brake pedal. So what happens is when you want to stop, you hit the brakes. It pushes this lever. As you can see, this is all a cantilever design, and it allows it to push into the master cylinder. So inside here, it's basically kind of like a piston setup. It's in there, it's pushing, it's moving the fluid. It's got orifices, it pulls the fluid and pushes the fluid. So it's coming through these master cylinders. When you mash the brakes, master cylinders are sending the fluid down the lines to the calipers. All right, so now you just seen up there, it goes down through the master cylinders, comes through the line, back here to the back, we're at the back of the truck. Here's your brake calipers. This is a 4-piston caliper. Why is it a 4-piston caliper? How is it? Well, there's 4 pistons inside here. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those 4 pistons, when you apply the brake, come out on each side and push the pressure up against the brake rotor. So here's your brake pads. This is your stopping force. So what happens is those 4 pistons come out and they push up against this rotor and lock everything up. So see, you can't hardly turn it. You relieve the pressure, it can turn. You apply the pressure, it stops. So that's how the brakes work. So here we got a great big solid rotor. We run a solid rotor on our trucks, good and thick, help dissipate the heat and gets the heat out of the rotor system. You know, we ride the brakes a lot in these trucks when we're out there doing different stunts and running freestyle. So we want to get that heat out and away, and we just found that a bigger rotor seems to help us better. So, you know, good set of pads, good rotor, good caliper. That's what makes these trucks stop. So kind of a basic setup there. You know, it's all hydraulic system, runs through. Hydraulic pressure pushes the pistons out, pushes against the rotor, stops the truck. So hope you enjoyed this episode, a little bit smaller episode here tonight. But make sure you like, comment, and share. We want to see all your comments on there. We look at every one. Let us know what you want to learn next, and maybe we'll get it in the next episode. We'll see you guys next time.